Hey guys, Nathyn Brendan Masters. You guys know, if you've been subscribed to this channel for a while, you know I like to veer off into some different subject matter every once in a while. And this is going to be one of those videos. But before I jump into that, I want to remind you guys about my old school urban fantasy bad girl comic, Hexcraft Mechanics Ultimate Control. It's a prequel to the Hexcraft Mechanics comic book. So if you like urban fantasy, you like bad girl comics, this is the comic for you. We just got our first order for the Serpina Virgin Nude edition. The campaign started off a little bit slow, so I'm trying to kick it into high gear. So if you like the idea of an urban fantasy tale with dangerous, sexy, seductive ladies, this is the book for you. So check it out, Hexcraft Mechanics Ultimate Control. Link is in the description. Let's jump into the video. This is probably going to be the first one, if people haven't done a video about this already, but you'll be seeing others soon. This is going to be about the Mandela effect. And this is probably more of a video that I would have done on my second channel, but we're going to do it over here. And for those of you who don't know what the Mandela effect is, the Mandela effect is the name given to memories that you have that you thought were one thing, but later on you find out were something else. And you probably, for those who already know what the Mandela effect is, you probably already know where I'm going with this. But the Mandela effect is called the Mandela effect because Nelson Mandela died in 2010. And a lot of us, including myself, thought Mandela died back in the 80s. But he died in 2010. He was released from prison, and that's where it started, where people were like, wait, I thought he was dead. And then he passed in 2010. The thing about the Mandela effect is that these are shared memories shared by a ton of people, not just you, not just me, but massive amounts of people. In fact, the memory is typically a common memory. So it's a memory that everybody kind of remembers it that way, but it's not that way. And it really gets weird when it's not something that you just read or saw somewhere or you heard somewhere, but you actively remember doing things as a result of the memory. Now, some people attribute the Mandela effect to just basic false memories. Other people have a more out there idea of what this is, and they're saying that it's because of dimensional shifts. And these dimensional shifts, we sometimes remember things from from our timeline when it was one way, and then when the timeline changes or shifts, it becomes the new thing. And the new thing is that, whatever the new memory is or new thing that's happening, that's what's happening now, in the timeline shift. Well, Jerry Stiller passed today. Jerry Stiller died today. Now, I'm not going to do a whole big video about this. As a matter of fact, a lot of famous people have been passing recently. It's kind of gone on the radar. Little Richard died recently. If you're into rock and roll, you might want to do some research on Little Richard. He has heavily influenced rock and roll. Everybody from Elvis to the Beatles, a lot of the rock singers back in the day used to cover his songs. So very influential singer. He's considered the architect of rock and roll. So you might want to check him out if you don't know about him already. But I distinctly remember telling my mom the guy that played the dad on King of Queens died. Okay, my mom, Seinfeld fan. I personally used to watch Seinfeld all the time. Later on, my mom started watching Seinfeld, and she used to watch King of Queens all the time. And I remember, it had to be about 1 or 2 years ago, telling her that Jerry Stiller died. And telling her that, that's Ben Stiller's dad, and telling her who Ben Stiller was and everything. So this is weird to me. And this is about to be the new Mandela effect. This is about to be a new Mandela effect. If you don't know some of the big Mandela effects, the Berenstain Bears, they are the way it's spelled, Berenstain, that's how it's spelled and pronounced. I have never, up until recently, seen Berenstain spelled the way it's spelled now, Stain. It was always Berenstein. But all the book covers show Berenstain. There's some other very famous things. I don't really count the Luke, I am your father thing and stuff like that, because people get that kind of stuff mixed up all the time. But these are some very specific things that I remember saying. Now, maybe there was a point where it was a rumor that he had died, but I remember the news articles about him dying, a TV show, the TV news about him dying, doing the same thing they're doing now. So, I just wanted to do this video, throw it out there. I guarantee you're going to be seeing some more of these videos coming probably today. But yeah, tell me if I'm wrong, or if you yourself do not remember him dying like a year or so ago. All right, guys, I might do another video later on, but I just wanted to throw this one out here. Maybe I'm crazy. Hey guys, I finished this video and I was getting ready to upload it. I did like a little bit more research just to see was anybody else talking about this. People were talking about this when it was said he died the last time. People were talking about this in 2019, and people were talking about it in 2016. So this one's crazy. This one's gonna be massive. So just wanted to put that out there, guys.
Don't look back, we're here to stay. A life we knew would come one day. And this is it, the borderline to where the future leaves us behind. The fire will burn and never die, looking through the eyes of a brand new life. The soldiers fight.